Hello, thanks for joining us for this video case tip. I'm Bryn McBride of ABC for Health. Today we're talking about selling insurance across state lines. What does that mean? Well, it's actually a proposed strategy in selling insurance that comes up a lot when you talk about reforms to the insurance marketplace, a hot topic nowadays. It's proposed as a cost-saving strategy, but we're going to take a closer look at that and see if that's actually true. Right now, a lot of states actually do allow insurance companies to sell plans across state lines, to sell in multi-regions. It's actually even allowed under the Affordable Care Act with appropriate safeguards in place. It's not largely enacted, and most insurance companies have come to understand, but because their products are network-based, it's not making a lot of sense for them to enact a multi-state plan or strategy. So it is technically allowed right now, and a lot of insurance plans have not enacted it. The impact of multi-state sales is one that's been talked about quite a bit. You can find a lot of opinions on this topic. The majority of opinions are pretty negative. They call it a race to the bottom. What actually happens is when you allow plans to be sold in multi-states across multi-networks, something called a race to the bottom happens, where you find insurance companies are wanting to move to the state where there's the least number of insurance mandates. That allows them to sell their plans a little bit lower cost, but it also is more appealing to the healthy customers, and of course not those that have the greatest chronic health conditions. That's the race to the bottom. Try to provide the least amount of service and try to attract in your risk pool just the healthy consumers. Now, there would have to be some risk adjustment in place to make it a little bit more fair across different networks. But overall, if this were opened up and a lot of those safeguards disappeared, this would be a product that we would certainly see healthier plans that across state marketplaces, and most likely high risk pools to catch the people with nothing else, or they would then join the ranks of the uninsured. Now, overall, think of it in terms of state mandates and insurance protections. Consumer protections often offered through insurance regulations in each state vary dramatically. Here in Wisconsin, we have a lot of state mandates and we have a lot of insurance protections. If an insurance company were come in from a different state and want to take over and we had to follow their state mandates and not ours, the quality of the insurance would certainly decrease. Maybe the cost would too, but you'll get what you pay for. We don't want a lot of unhealthy, uninsured folks in the hospitals shifting costs to everybody else. Here's a place where you can read a little bit more and explore this topic yourself. You can read this article by clicking on the information button that you see on the bottom of your screen. You can also click there to share your Affordable Care Act story with us. What would it look like to you to have good insurance mandates and a good regulation in your state? It means a lot to folks that have things like mandated maternity coverage and newborn screenings and autism services. It makes a difference. Share your story with us. You can also share your story by visiting our website at healthwatchwisconsin.org. Thanks for joining us.